Have you ever started to make a recipe that called for light brown sugar or even dark brown sugar, only to find that you don't have any? So then you either try to substitute white sugar and it don't turn out right, or you have to go run to the store and pick up some brown sugar, or forget the recipe altogether. Well, I'm about to show you how to fix that problem with yet another Homestead kitchen skills. Hey, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead, in the kitchen with you again, and like I said, with another Homestead kitchen skills. And please excuse the sound of my washing machine. I am going to teach you today how to make your own homemade brown sugar. It's way easier than you think. All brown sugar is white sugar and molasses. That's all it is. And what dark brown sugar has more molasses, light brown sugar has less molasses. It's all about knowing the ratio. You can make it just how much you need for a recipe, or you can make enough to store away. Today I'm making about 2 cups, which is roughly a pound, so that I have enough to store away for future recipes. So in this bowl we have 2 cups of granulated sugar. Your ratio is all you really need to know with this. And the ratio is for every 1 cup of granulated sugar, you want to add in 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of molasses. And if you want dark brown sugar, you will double the amount of molasses, and for every 1 cup of sugar you will add 2 teaspoons of molasses. But we're making light brown sugar today because that's what I use most. So we are going to add in, because I have 2 cups here, we are going to add in 2 teaspoons of molasses. Now this is thick and it's stringy and it's stretchy and it's hard to get out of the spoon. And normally I would use the oil trick where you spray or put a little oil in your spoon and it will slide right out, but you really don't want to add that excess moisture to your brown sugar. You really don't want to add that oil. So we'll just fight with the molasses. So there's multiple ways you can do this. You can either use a KitchenAid mixer to mix this up. You can use a hand mixer to mix this up. You can use a spoon. Or you can just use the 2 tools that God put at the end of your wrist. You just want to throw your sugar over your molasses. Get it nice and coated. And then, like you're making biscuits, just rub it. Just rub the sugar into the molasses. Yes, it's going to stick to your fingers at first. It will come off. It will come off as it gets coated in the sugar. It will start to come off. And literally, this just takes a few minutes. You just massage that. You just literally, like you're massaging, like you're giving it a nice massage. You give that molasses a nice little massage into your white sugar. You want to make sure you bring up all that white sugar from the bottom. You can use any kind of molasses you want to use. Just know that, like, if you choose to use blackstrap, you're going to get a deeper, richer flavor with blackstrap because it is a much stronger flavored molasses. So if you don't want that deep, rich flavor, you want a more muted flavor, then you may want to go with just a regular molasses. And look at that. Can you believe that? It is amazing. Now, you want to make sure you get all the lumps out. Although, the brown sugar you buy in the store has plenty of lumps of molasses. We've all seen it. Some of us love them, some of us hate them. But, look at that. You've got a beautiful brown sugar there. And the awesome thing about making this, you can make it in huge batches. And the thing is, as long as you keep it in an airtight container, it lasts pretty much indefinitely. It pretty much really does last indefinitely. But moisture is the enemy of brown sugar. If you've ever had clumped brown sugar that is just hard as a rock, there is a way to remedy that, and there is a way to keep from it doing that. And I'll show you that in just a minute. And now we are going to store ours away. I just have a regular pint mason jar here. You want to store it in an airtight container. And mason jars with the right lid are airtight. So I'm going to store it in a mason jar. Now, you want to push it down, get it all nice and packed in there. You can also just store this in a Ziploc bag. It will work just fine in just a Ziploc bag. Now, I promised you I would show you how to fix that moisture issue. You know those end pieces of bread that nobody will eat? Tear off a little chunk of one, put it down in there. It will absorb all the moisture and leave you with great brown sugar. Every time you use your brown sugar, take out that piece of bread, replace it with a new piece of bread. Or if you don't use it that often, just maybe once every week or so, change out that bread. And there you go. There you go. You've got beautiful, beautiful brown sugar that you made at home, and you didn't have to run to the store and get it. Just keep that molasses on hand, and you can make it anytime you need to. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate you more than you will ever know. We love you. God bless, and have an amazing day.